welcome back to Life with Chiquisha. Yeah, so it is actually late in the afternoon. It is Monday. It's 1:40. It's 1:48. I need to figure out how to get that blur thing off. Every time I think I get it off, it's still on. Anyway, it's 1:48. Um, the vlog that you saw before this one, I posted it late. But anyway, before we get into all of that, thank you for tuning into another video. Thank you all for enjoying my last couple of vlogs that I have uploaded. I hope that you keep coming back. But with all that being said, to all of my new viewers, thank you for tuning in. Do me a favor, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up because I know you're gonna like it. Click the subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a new video or anything on this platform, because I do plan on using my community tab a little more frequently now that I'm back. But to all of my heartbeats, you know it's mad love here. Y'all always hold me down. Y'all always are excited when I come back and when I'm here consistently. But anyway, before that being said, like I said, my day is starting late. The hubs and I, we went on vacation. I was going to vlog our vacation, but I'm in a season in my life where not everything is for everybody. And sometimes you just got to take in stuff just for yourself. Not everything has to be on camera. And for the most part, that's the way I do. But I had really wanted to, I took my camera and everything, but I was just like, you know what? I don't want to have to worry about pulling my camera out. I don't want to worry about creating no thumbnails. I just want to enjoy this time to relax, read, and reconnect with my husband. And when I say reconnect, not that we were disconnected, but both of us are entrepreneurs and we are like two ships in a night a lot of times. You know, for the most part, while I'm home on Mondays and Tuesdays before I have to be at school, he's out doing his superstar detailing. Then when he comes home, I'm about to leave out, and then he goes back out to do his basketball training and player development. And then by the time I get home, it's just kind of enough time to just kind of like, I gotta decompress. He's already decompressed, so like he all like go mode. Bro, I just walked in the house. Like, give me a second. Can I sit down? Can I read for like 30 minutes, hour? Sit down, all that stuff. So this just gave us enough time to just be like in the moment. So I didn't share that with you all, and what I will share is that it never matters how busy life gets. You have to carve out enough time, not just for yourself, but for people that are connected to you. Just like I got to spend time with my friends, Crystal and Alicia. I got to spend time with my husband. You know, when our bonus son comes back from his vacation with his mom, I'm going to spend some time with him. It's very important because life has never been guaranteed to be forever on earth. And if you think that, then I'm sorry to, spoiler alert, the only eternal life you get is when you go home with your Father, Heavenly Father. But I say all that to say is that it's been so many things that has been just happening in this world that's already been happening, but it just seems like it's just getting worse and worse and worse and worse. We've been living where we are for quite some time, and it is a very quiet neighborhood, even with kids out for the summer. And we recently had a tragedy where 2 lives were lost in our neighborhood. That was terrifying because, those little young boys, the 2 lives that were lost and then the one that, unalived them, are the same age as my son. And a lot of times he gets bored and he wants to take the trash out at night. He could have been mixed up in that, So I say all that to say is that we never know the time, but we have to maximize the time that we have. So take some time to spend with your loved ones, even if it's just 24 hours. Like, we make time to sit and watch my YouTube videos. And yeah, you can be like, oh, I'm watching while I'm at work. But I'm okay if you don't watch me right now. If you got 30 minutes to just watch, maybe sit there and text somebody and be like, like just carve out the time, because I don't want anyone that is connected to me, whether it's virtually or in real life, to miss out on those precious moments that we're allowed to have while each one of us are here on earth. So anyway, I'm starting to vlog late because my husband, is not that he don't like to fly, but he prefers to drive, and that's cool. And I'm so blessed that I only had to drive an hour out of our total 20-hour drive, and that's 20 hours combined back and forth. So it might have been even longer than that, but anyway, like, my husband, I just love him. Like, he knows that I'm a passion princess. But anyway, so I slept, but sleeping in a car, especially like my husband has the Audi, which is like a sports sedan. It is not a comfortable sleeping car for a long road trip, but it get you there. But it gets you there fast. So anyway, I was tired, but the thing of it is, once I got in the house, I was wide awake. If you know, you know. Once I get in the car and it starts moving, I'm instantly sleepy. That's just one of those things that never went away from childhood. That's how my parents used to make me fall asleep when I was little. The only difference is now if I fall asleep, my husband, he could if he had to, but he could not pick my sleepy tail up and cover all these steps. So, but anyway, so I ended up staying up. Surprisingly, I didn't read. I caught up on a lot of my YouTube videos. That from some of my favorite influencers that I watch, social media, updated some stuff on my book club. And if you are wanting to be a part of a virtual book club, make sure you click the link to be a part of the Beyond the Pages book club community. Our book for July is going to be Forbidden Love. So anyway, so I do got a couple of things that I need to do today. I need to go to the bank. And I might I don't know, I may or may not go to the bank. I might just move some money and then just the money that I have to put in the bank, put it back in the account. Because I really don't feel like going on that side of town. But I do need to go to Ulta. I have some items that I'm picking up from Ulta. And I also need to run into the place that everybody tells you can't go to, but I'm going anyway, and that's Target. Because it's something there specifically that I need. And then I'm going to come back and edit this vlog. And I got to film some bookish content, more so book reviews. I'm getting into my planner. Like today is just a lot of admin as much as possible. I did take off the entire week from the school because I really do need a full week away from the school. Not because I don't like it, but it's a lot. And when you're trying to, like, get back into the groove, sometimes those things that don't feel natural to you, you gotta, wean yourself back in. So, yeah. I will be back in the salon on Wednesday, so I have all day today and all day tomorrow to do all of the things that I need to do that requires me to sit in this desk chair. I'm also really getting so much better with my makeup, y'all. I'm so impressed. And I just finished watching, I watched it, I feel like I watched it that Wednesday before I left, but then I fell asleep, so I rewatched the whole video last night. But Chelsea, she did a full makeup tutorial, and I really love Chelsea's channel. I like that she keeps it 100. She shares like her tried and true things. And so I really want to have the exact things that I need, and that's even like with my tools and stuff. So she showed us a couple of brushes and stuff that she uses. So, because I like using the sponges, but it's so hard to clean the sponges. So anyway, I'm going to pick up a couple of things for that. I'm going to pick up some new vitamins. I was watching Naturally Sunny, and it's not that I struggle going to sleep. It's just that those nights that I'm coming straight from the school, I find myself being up until like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So I want to get some sleep aids, healthy and natural sleep aids that are going to help me fall asleep. Because I'll be 52 next year. and one of the leading causes, in women's health and their lifespan is heart disease. And heart disease, one of the things that contributes to that is lack of rest. So after this vacation, it just really lit a fire under me, because I also been having a couple of spots from my autoimmune disorder that's been flaring up, and I'm not liking that. So it's kind of got me a little bit, not a little bit, a lot of bit unnerved. If I don't manage it correctly, it could develop into lupus, and I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. So I need to get back to what I was doing. Like when I was doing plant-based, when I was doing the 80-20 plant-based method, and basically I just did 80% plant-based and then the other 20%. And a lot of times it was just 10%. But it put me into remission. Last time I went, my numbers were horrible. And I know when I go back, I think I go back in August or September, I know they're going to be horrible again if I don't start to fix it. So I'm going to take y'all along the journey with me. I'm going to, a part of my planning for this week also is to do my grocery list. That's what had me successful the last time. The other thing that had me successful, I was able to meal plan and prep my stuff. But with me having so much stuff going on, like my Mondays and Tuesdays when I would normally meal prep, I'm like trying to squeeze in everything that I normally would do throughout my full 2 days off. So I just need to do better time management, create me a meal plan, stuff that I can take to the school, because that's where I eat my dinner, is at the school. So yeah, so I have to at least prep 4 days worth of meals for while I'm at school. But anyway, I've talked and rambled enough. I just want to give y'all an update. I'm going to probably keep these braids in until the end of July, because I want to order this wig. I know everybody's like, a wig as hot as it is, but I take mine off. I don't sew it down or anything like this. And it's this Burmese or Burmesian, I think it's called Burmese curly hair that all the girls been raving about. And one of my favorites, Andrea Renee, who's always been like my hair goes when it comes to when she, gets her units and stuff like that. She has it in a bob. I'm really close to getting a shorter one, but I've been enjoying the length. And I know a lot of times people say when you get older you want shorter hair, but for me I think the length is working for me, and I'm enjoying like this just bohemian, goddess kind of look. So I want to order the wig, but 2 vacations, I got to, be mindful of my spending, okay? So with that being said, I want to order it. So by the time the wig comes, that's when I'm going to take the braids out. But I'm probably won't order it until next week. So, and July 1st isn't until tomorrow, which is our 8th year anniversary. So by the time you see this, my anniversary will have already passed. Thank God that I'm getting out the 7-year itch. I don't normally conform to worldly things like that, but that 7-year itch is a real thing, okay? But anyway, if y'all like rom-coms and y'all like nerd clusters, this book right here is so funny. So my plan was to finish it while we was on vacation, but I was like, listen, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I'm on chapter 19. I'm midway through. I got 2 hours left in this book, so I'll probably finish it tonight. But y'all, this book is so funny. If y'all like rom-coms, this book is for you. This book is hilarious. And I've been trying to immersive read along with it as well. But, I'm a audiobook girly that immersive reads when I can. So I've chatted like a good 20 minutes. Hopefully I can cut this down. But let's go ahead and get myself together so we can get out here and get back home at a reasonable time. Hey loves, so I'm in the car. Gotta stop at the post office because the hub said he got a lot of stuff that's at the post office, and since I'm gonna be out that way, I figured I'll go ahead and stop over there. And then I want to go to Seven Brews because my homegirl was saying they got this new, I don't know how new it is, but they got this salt and caramel or something. I gotta look at her. Oh Lord, did I bring my phone? Okay. My watch is dead, so I can't check my phone. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, so I want to stop at Seven Brews, and let me see if I can find. I have so many freaking accounts, I don't ever know which one I messaged somebody through. I know. We listen and we don't judge. Okay. Sweet and salty. So we're gonna try that. So I'm not gonna keep y'all up here because it is hot. My car is reading outside 100 degrees. Let's just confirm. I think it just feels like 100 degrees because it's in the car. Right now it's saying it's 91 degrees, but it does feel like 100. So we're gonna conserve my battery. And listen, if any of you all are vloggers that are in towns that is hot, tell me, how do you keep your camera from overheating? Because this Mama Jamma, she gets hot. So I'm loving this tank top. I bought this to wear on my trip. I always overpack because you just never know. But because we did a lot of lounging and relaxing, I stayed in I ordered some like, not over sexy, but sexy lounge and sexy lingerie for the weekend. So I stayed in that most of the time. You know, so like I said, we just kind of chilled and vibed out. I know a lot of people, you know, they go on vacation to turn up, but that ain't who we are. We turn up together. Sometimes we'll turn up, but we both needed this rest, and we definitely got a lot of rest. So anyway, so this is a tank top that I got from Target. I'm loving it with the black piping around it, and it's ridged. And I just got on some biker shorts. Yeah, so anyway, so let's just go before it get too hot. And I need to turn on the air because I'm in the old school and the air is loud. And yeah. Y'all, I gotta tell y'all something crazy. Some at Seven Brews. I ordered the sweet and salty.
Yeah, the power stands and milk, bro.
Thank you so much. All right, have a good day. Stay cool. Okay, so stopped at Seven Brews to get me a iced coffee. I'm still in vacation mode, so ew. But anyway, so I know Seven Brews, they're like a newer coffee chain. So if you go online and type in the number 7 Brews, it will let you know if they have any in your area. So, but I like them because their coffees, ever since I've tried them, they have been good. They are definitely, in regards to cost, probably in between Starbucks and Dunkin'. But they're definitely more affordable and the taste is more consistent. And I say all of that as I'm about to taste it. Because, you know, sometimes you'll start be like, oh yeah, it's so good. And then you be like, dang, that joint ain't as good as it normally is. But I think I'm going to be able to duplicate this because they are using the salted caramel and white chocolate mocha. And that's why I need to see if they got some more white chocolate mocha when I go to the salon. Dang, nope, I don't even want to go there because World Market has went up on their syrup prices. So if I can go to like Marshalls or TJ Maxx and they have it, it's still right now. The last time I went, they were still $7.99. Where Market has went up to $10.99. Yeah. So let's taste this. The color is perfection. Oh yeah. So they use, I don't know if I'm saying this right, because you can see all their syrups that they use. They use, was it Monin or Monet? It's what it MONAI or MOA. You know what I'm talking about, but that's the syrup brand that they use. I'm a Tarani girl because that's normally what I have more access to. But when I go to like the TJ Maxx and stuff like that, they normally do have that same brand. So I'm gonna see if they have it, but this tastes delicious. I can't wait till inbox Nicole to let her know. So we're about to go to Target first, and then I'm gonna walk to Ulta because Ulta is right next door to Target. And then we're heading back home because it is hot outside. I'm so happy that I'm off from this school. Like, this is like so nostalgic. Like, don't get it twisted. I enjoy working at the school. I enjoy my students most of the time. But it just feels so nice because when I get off of work, I can just come straight home. I can cook for my husband. Like, it's just gonna be me and him because the boys, you know, he's on his vacation with his maternal side. So it's gonna be nice just to kind of feel like the newly married Sims. It's just us. I'm working, I come home, prepare a meal. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get to where we get to. Okay, y'all, let's do a quick car haul. Because when I get home, I think I just want to just chill out and have me a glass of wine. So let me show you what I got at Target. Got these room essentials, the pizza containers, because we always have leftover pizza when we, especially my husband. So this will be great for him. We needed ketchup, and this is on sale. Sometimes Target prices be cheaper than the grocery store. Needed some more dental sticks, some more toothpaste. I do the Sensodyne Sensitive Gum and Enamel. And then I really like these charcoal toothbrushes. I was well overdue for some toothbrushes. And I like to keep toothbrush covers over my toothbrushes because, you know, you're in the bathroom, and when other people use your bathroom, they flush, and I want to make sure my toothbrushes are protected. And then I got the ashwagandha gummies. This is for relaxing, restoring, and unwinding. These Naturally Sunny, or you can call her a Tia. That's what she says in her opening. She recommended those. Well, that's what she uses to help her unwind. Alright, I don't got the AC on, so I'm just about to go real fast. Then from Ulta, to go along with my nighttime routine, I got some of the Lemmy Sleep Night gummies. These are sleep tight gummies. These have melanin and magnesium. So I'm hoping that the mixture makes a difference, because sometimes when I take melanin at night, it gives me nightmares. I don't know what it is. And so, oh, it's coming with a sponge. Okay. So some of these I already think I have. However, I told y'all Chelsea was doing her makeup tutorial, and some of these brushes she recommends and she uses in her regular daily makeup routine. So I decided to get this. She uses the 400 brush, and I know she used the 200. And I already have the crease brush, and I love that crease brush. And then I got these little pinky puffs. I don't know if you can see these. I got these pinky puffs because I saw her using that to blend in her concealer. And then I've been wanting to get this for a minute, but I don't know why I haven't gotten it, but I have a lot of hyperpigmentation. Some of it is from acne, scarring from when I had like the under the skin acne from when I was consuming all that dairy, and then down here from tweezing over years. So my good friend sent me this. This is the Ordinary glycolic acid exfoliating toner. And the girl that she showed using this on TikTok, she was using it on her armpit. So I might do double duty to see. So hopefully I can see results. So I was gonna go over to this Marshalls over here to see if they had some I'm sweating for y'all just so I can do a car haul. I was gonna go over to this Marshalls to see if they had some syrups, but I'm just gonna go home because I will probably go out tomorrow again. So yeah, so that's probably gonna be it for today's vlog. I might I may or may not pop back on, but I do still have enough white chocolate syrup, and I have a whole thing of the salted caramel syrup, so I might try this tomorrow to see if I can replicate it, because basically it has everything that I have. I don't know what type of espresso they use, but I use an espresso, so we're gonna see if I can replicate this. So good. So if you don't have a 7 Brews, see if you can replicate this taste. Like, and it's not really salty. I like that it's like you got a hint of that salty caramel, but it's not like too, it's just right. And this was their medium, and I think I paid like $7 for this. So I will hit y'all up later if I don't see y'all. If I don't come back today, I'll definitely come back tomorrow. Hey loves, I know I said I wasn't coming back, but I had to come back on here for 2 things. Look at my quick beat. Listen, I put on makeup so I could film some short form content for my bookish pages. But look at this. And I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm gonna link the video in my comments. Following Chelsea's recommendations on how she did her makeup, I mean, it was everything. And I only put on powder. I didn't put no liquid foundation on today because, like I said, I just wanted something real quick so I can do this. I didn't want to go through the whole rigmarole. But what I did was I put on some powder foundation. Of course, I do my brows. I want to try the way she did her brows. That's the only thing that I haven't done yet. She put setting powder on first. Then she does her brows. But I did my brows first with my contour on the bottom and on the top. And then I put my powder on. Then I put my concealer under my eye, on my nose, and above my, under my nose, on my nose, under my nose, and on my chin. And then I did the contour here. And then what I did was I took my setting powder here, and then I put it all the way down like this, like she had shown that. I mean, this is the first time that I did it, but I love it. It's so natural. And my eyes feel refreshed. I'm looking in the viewfinder if it look a little off. But I feel like this, like, because I'm not a huge liquid foundation fan. So what I need to do is when I go to Sephora, I'm wearing the one size powder. And I have my makeup stuff listed in the description. But I think I'm going to go down a shade because the one that I have is a little dark, I feel like. And it's good because, you know, I'm tan for the summer or whatever. But when I'm not tan, I feel like I need lighter, and then I can build up with my contour if I need to make it a little darker or what have you. But I'm loving this. What do y'all think? Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. But also I want to come in here because I finished Till Summer Do Us Part. This book was everything. If you're looking for a rom-com, if you don't know what that is, a romantic comedy, and you're looking for a book where you have strangers to lovers, fake relationship, this book was so good. 5 stars, 10 out of 10, highly recommend. It looks thick, but it really isn't. Like I said, I read it kind of slow. I started reading it on Saturday, and I was like reading a little bit at a time. But I did the bulk of my reading probably on Sunday on the way back, and then today. But when I say this book is good, you definitely have to read it with the audio because the characters, the narrators, I mean, that they use to read these characters in this book was chef's kiss. And if you have an Audible and a Kindle account, if you get the Audible, it'll automatically export to your Kindle. So as you're reading it on Kindle, it'll automatically stay on pace with you, so you don't have to worry about losing your place. I do love it when Kindle and Audible combine like that, because sometimes when I'm reading my book, and if I stop and just listen, I'm like, where was I at in the book? Luckily, with the Kindle and the Audible, combining the book and the Audible together makes it easier to stay on track. But this book, definitely recommend. Also, I just finished filming, so listen. Razor Blade Tears and King of Ashes, 2 more 5-star reads. All Sinners Bleed was 5-star reads. Now I just have to read his earlier 2 books in his collection, and that was Wasteland. What is it? Blacktop Wasteland and My Darkest Prayer. So those 2 are on my list. I'll probably read them as my July reads. And let me show you the other book that I'm reading with Melanin and Manuscripts. So if you are in the Richmond area and you're looking for an in-person book club, I still want you to join the virtual book club too. But if you're looking for in-person, I just joined like at the end of June, Melanin and Scripts, and they meet up every month. And this month's read is Reels Love by L. Kaysen. This is the same author that wrote Demon's Dream. And just to let y'all know, this is not a continuation. This book is totally different from Demon's Dream. So if you're thinking about, oh, L. Kaysen wrote Demon's Dream, it's not going to be the same. Somebody, it wasn't a spoiler, but somebody told me like one of the characters in here is going to pluck my nerves, and that's fine. Most of the FMCs get on my nerves anyway. So we're reading this, and in my book club, we're reading Forbidden Love. I think I told y'all, but I'm not going to buy that book yet. Now, I do have a lot of fetch points that I could use for my purchase, but yeah. So anyway, so that's all I want. I wanted to show y'all my makeup because I'm just like, hey, you did your big one. Like, I am impressed. I am impressed. So I'm definitely, like I said, I'm going to, I'll probably, I don't know, I might, no, I'm going to wait till Wednesday. Because I get off for work early on Wednesday. I think my last one is at 2. No. Yeah, my last one is at 2. So when I leave there, I can go straight the long way home, stop at the Sephora and at Trader Joe's so I can get some of these food items that I'm putting on my grocery list. Because, listen, after seeing this beat, I'm just like, get it right. Get it right. Get it tight. Do the Keith Lee. Anyway, y'all, let me stop acting a fool. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Peace. I'ma be great to you, surprise. This whole damn life all over again. Now it's still in place. 'Cause you'll always be mine. Looked all over creation. And we jumped into my way of home. Had to run it back and woo-hoo. Can I get a yes? Sweet. Tell me how can I get to the yes? Sweet. Can I get with the yams? Those yams are meant for me. Can I get to the I was on the rain so far. happy Tuesday. So I replicated the drink from yesterday. And I think it tastes the same. The only difference is I think I need to do a different Nespresso pod. The Nespresso pod that I have is very bold. So, yeah. So, what I've been doing is updating my planner. I'm trying to get more intentional. Well, not intentional, but just consistent. But anyways, so it's 11:25 now, so I'm just trying to put everything in my planner. I need to screenshot, well, take a picture of my grocery list, because I'm just eating hash browns. My last 2 hash browns from Trader Joe's. Those have normally been my go-to breakfast with some fruit. And normally I would do like fruit and like non-dairy yogurt, but I don't have any. Well, I do have strawberries, but I'll probably make a little preserve out of them. But I'm gonna pick up some of the things that's on my grocery list. Yeah, so anyway, I just want to properly come on and say good morning. Thank you for, still watching. So today is gonna just be another full off day. I'm back in the salon tomorrow. But I probably will vlog tomorrow because I'll probably go to Sephora tomorrow when I get off from the shop, because I got 2 people. I have 11 and 2 o'clock. But anyway, today I'm gonna go meet the guy to get my t-shirts, and then I know y'all like, what are you doing? And I have a bad habit with some of my like smaller psoriasis patches. I just like to peel the scab off. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, it fell. But they're like really, I'm not gonna say silver. They're just like, the scabs are weird looking color. It's weird, like, anyway. And I need to stop picking them. Especially this one and the one on the bottom of my leg. But anyway, so we'll pick up the t-shirts. Then we're going to go to TJ Maxx and see if they got the syrup. I really think I'm gonna order some of the other pods that I used to get that are closer to like the blonde roast. The blonde roast at Starbucks is like their smoother roast. It's not as strong, put that way. So when you're really wanting to taste the flavors of your syrups, it's best to use a blend or a bean or an espresso pod that's not very bold, because that coffee, that boldness is gonna cut the taste. But it tastes pretty close. So let me go. It's 11:37. I'm just gonna throw on some stuff real quick because, like I said, I'm not, like, for me in this vlogging thing, if I'm just running errands, at the most I'm gonna put on some eyebrows, but I don't have time, so I'm gonna put on oversized shades so you can't see my eyebrows. Listen, I'm just keeping a buck with you, because this is life with Chiquisha, not life for everybody else, and I do it my way. So I'm on the way back to go meet the t-shirt guys. So I thought we were supposed to meet at 12, but he said 1. What happened was I told him I could meet him anytime, after 12. And so he said, okay, 1 o'clock. But when I looked at my text, I just saw the 12 o'clock and I was like, oh shoot. But it worked out. I'm gonna drop something, hold on. I did, so I've been really wanting to get a diamond stack to put on this pan. And mind you, it didn't have to be like real diamonds. But this is a sterling silver set that they had in TJ Maxx. And the lady just said if it starts to tarnish, just wipe it down. I don't know if you can see this. But it is so cute. And what made me want it, because one of my clients, she has this gorgeous, but it's a solid band. And I need to remember, I think I'm like, let me see. This got to be like a 6.5. Because this is a 7. And it fits my ring finger, but it's a little loose. Let me see. Because different fingers fit differently. Let me see. Yeah, so this right hand is a little bigger. But anyway, I wanted to get me like a little stack. I wanted it to be on my middle finger, but I'm okay with it being on this finger. It's a little loose, but look how cute that is. You can't really see it. I'll show y'all when I get home. Yeah, so I picked that up. So I'm not going to keep this camera up long because it's going to start, how you doing? And the man like looking at me like, who is you talking to? That's the one thing about being a content creator or just like filming, especially like if you're in your car and you're by yourself. They're like, who is she talking to? Like, bro, you don't see the camera on my dashboard. But yeah, so I have just the right amount of time to make it back to meet the guy with my shirts. I have to go to meet him at 1, so it's now 12:43. So I should be there a couple minutes before him. So y'all know I love my girl Sheena of She Is Fab, and she bought these. I think they're like Bottega inspired sunnies, and even though you can see like they're not dark shades, they are great in the sun. Like when me and my husband was on our vacation and that sun was sunning, I wasn't squinting or anything. And so I wanted to get them because I am heavy into my aviator metal frame bag right now, and just aviators in general. Like I've found a newfound love for oversized aviators. So anyway, I say all that to say is she had a pair in one of the most recent vlogs that I watched. I think it might have been like, not the most recent, but maybe like her third to most recent one. Anyway, and I was like, I want them for my vacation. So I was like, let me hurry up and order them. Because once the popular YouTubers put stuff out there, it sells out. And so I think it was like only 8 pair left when I went to order. And it was like, you have by Thursday. I was like, just in time. They're just in time because that's when we're leaving on Thursday night. So when I went to the mailbox, because luckily they put them in my mailbox and luckily they fit, so I didn't have to go to the post office and pick them up. That's the only thing, like when Amazon switches delivery methods to USPS, I be triggered because if it's a box, they never deliver to me. They always just put a notice in my apartment mailbox and I have to go to the post office and pick it up. But anyway, I got them and I am in love with them. They have other colors and other metals, and I was thinking about maybe getting another pair. But anyway, so I'm about to go meet my t-shirt guy. After I meet him, I'm going to go to Kroger and then Aldi. Dang, I don't have no bags. Anyway, I've talked the hell in your heads. I might do a grocery haul. I mean, it probably ain't gonna be nothing spectacular. Oh, and I gotta go to Food Line. Alright, y'all, I'll see y'all when I get back to the house. Okay, loves, quick Kroger haul. And I have to do my light a little bit brighter just to try to get some of those lines out that you normally see when you're using like lighting that's not. Anyway, so this is our house seasoning, kicking chicken. They had these on sale. I decided to try the Simply Truth brand. I got the almond milk vanilla yogurt, strawberries. They had a digital coupon for sale. Listen, I eat at least one avocado a day, so I had to do this. These were the small avocados, 4 for $5. I can't wait to go to Trader Joe's, but I probably won't go to Trader Joe's till the end of the week. Shredded green leaf, got a red onion, got an heirloom tomato, and this is a hot house tomato. I use this. I need to get more, but I use this fruit and vegetable wash from Trader Joe's, and I like it because it removes wax, pesticides, and chemicals. Okay, story time. So I have a phobia when it comes to eating strawberries. And you go like, but you just bought a whole tub. So if stuff grosses you out and causes you to not eat after you hear this, then skip the next like minute, because I'm gonna be real fast. So it's this thing that always goes viral, especially when it's strawberry season, where it shows these little, I don't know if they're bugs or pesticides, I don't know what they are, but they're moving around the seed of the strawberry. After I say this, it's gonna take me like a couple of days to get my mind right, but I'm gonna rebuke it. But anyway, so after seeing that video, it grossed me out from eating strawberries for like over 5 years. So all of this happened like within 18 to 20 years ago, but it still runs deep. So I'm telling you, trauma and triggers you never forget. So my friend, she kept bringing these juicy, beautiful strawberries, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want some so bad. And so I got them, and this is before like people really started talking about how to clean your fruit, how to clean your vegetables. So I'm just doing the basic stuff that I normally do. You know what I'm saying? Soak it in water, rinse it until all the dirt is gone. So I'm eating the strawberry, and I'm like, eating it just looking. And why I saw it move. And I needed witnesses. So I had 2 witnesses. If y'all ever need them to collaborate this story, let me know. And they looked and they saw them too. And so I didn't eat strawberries again for a very, very, very long time. And even now when I buy them, I have to, like, my mouth and my body has to really be craving the strawberries. And now that they have all of these different types of fruit cleaners and stuff, I put my faith in God along with those cleaners to hopefully get all of the bugs out. You know, we all have parasites and stuff that live in our bodies anyway, so I don't know why we don't accept that. But when you see it, it just be whatever. So I saw what it says, like when I'm cleaning my strawberries, sometimes I probably over clean them, and yeah, but it's all because of my phobia. But yeah. So if you have a strawberry today and you dare to look, you know, you have to be, it's almost, and I know y'all gonna be like, what? It's almost like crabs. No, I never had crabs, but I seen crabs in a client's hair when I used to work at the hair cuttery. It's almost when you scratch the crabs loose, when you activate them, when you see them move. That's how those strawberry buggies are. Once you bite into them, that's when you start to see them move around. Almost like bed bugs. All them little icky bugs that you don't see until you disturb them, that's how that bug is in them strawberries. Listen, if you don't believe me, you can look it up. It's a real thing. I'm not making it up, I promise you. And why would I make it up, especially since I'm eating the strawberries? So yeah, so I'm gonna clean them real good. I normally do like 3 washes with that fruit and vegetable cleaner, and then I rinse it. I OD. And I know some people use baking soda and all this stuff, but I've been using the rinse. Hasn't failed me yet. And typically, I eat my strawberries mixed with my yogurt, so in my mind, and I chop them up, so I really don't get to focus on that. But if I'm eating a whole strawberry, yeah. So, oh, let me see if I can show you my rings. So this is the rings, and they're 3. So you can wear them individually or all together, and they're a little loose. I have large knuckles, so whatever I get, I need them to be able to go over my knuckles. But look how cute these are. Today is our 8-year wedding anniversary, if I didn't mention that. Yay! 8 years, yes. And when I say this is my first relationship, and I would probably say this because in my other relationships, I did not know who I was and whose I was. I did not know my personal worth. I did not know how to say no. I didn't realize, like, I did not really know what a true godly functioning relationship looked like because I never seen one. Even though my, you know, great aunt, who I call my grandma that raised me, her and my granddad, they were married, but you know what I'm saying? I saw her doing all the womanly things. He worked, he sat down, she, like, you know what I'm saying? I never really got to see what it's like to be in a relationship where it is a godly marriage. And so to be able to be in a godly marriage and never have seen one is just refreshing because I know who I was. And 8-year Keisha, I mean Keisha, and I say Keisha because I feel like Shakisha is the woman that God ordained me to be when I was in my mother's womb. Keisha is just the name that I use, and I still use Keisha, like Miss Keisha at school, but Keisha is the name that I use so I won't be an inconvenience or, you know, stress anyone out to really know Shakisha. You know, to call me Keisha is to be like, all right, just call me Keisha because you can't say Keisha. Just call me Keisha because that's what everybody always knows. Just call me Keisha because Keisha's always the, oh, woe is me, the lonely Keisha, the brokenhearted Keisha, the no child Keisha. You know what I'm saying? I am Keisha. And if I would have gotten into this marriage as Keisha, we probably would have made it as 8 years. And I would say this to say just because, like, when trouble and hiccups, arguments and stuff come, I never knew how to, like, just sit down and either communicate. Well, I ain't gonna say no. It's just typically the dudes that I dealt with, they weren't great communicators, and it was always their way and no way. But to be in a relationship when you're hurt, and to be in a relationship when you have those valley lows where you can just sit with God and let Him do His thing versus you do your thing and then got to lie, cover, and do all those things, like, it just feels so good. Like, I have never, and I say this because I don't know if any of my exes watch my vlogs or any of their families, but when I was in those relationships, I did and truly in my heart feel like I loved hard and I went hard for those relationships. However, I didn't know how to speak up for myself. I did not know how to, let me put this down just in case they say I don't got no shirt on, because, you know, YouTube be violating. I didn't know how to be a woman in those relationships. I just shrunk myself down to make sure that the person that I was with was happy. And there's nothing wrong with that when you're doing it the God way, but when you're doing it the worldly thing, the way to make man happy, and you continuously pouring from a cup that is pretty much depleted, is not healthy. But yeah, so I saw that it says that, you know, in those relationships, I learned a lot. I learned what not to accept. I learned what to accept. I learned some good things. I learned, I learned that Chiquisha, the wife, has standards. She has value. She has an opinion. and she is an amazing helpmate. And if Keisha was in this marriage, I wouldn't be here to testify that 8 years has been worth everything. The highs, the lows, the working hard, the chilling hard, the spending, the overspending, the underspending, like all of those things that marriages go through. If I was still Keisha, we probably would not have survived, because I would have put my trust, like when stuff would have been going awry or not my way, I would have, and don't get it twisted, I still have like my best friend Alicia that I confide in, like, but I would have been telling all of my friends, I would have been making Facebook posts, oh my gosh, I can't take this anymore. Marriage is hard. The old me was like, they don't need to know. They just need to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, the problem is we put too many people with non-valid opinions in our relationships, and those people are waiting so they can see, I told you so. I knew they won't go last. I knew it. They posted all this stuff. I knew that was just for the gram. Like, nah, the Sims don't operate that way. We are 100% transparent. And what I will say is that I just know that not everything is for everybody to know. Because you can't get through something when everybody else is in it. Because you're putting posts out there, oh, pray for me and my family, pray for me and my relationship. Don't you know that people are praying for your demise? And if you don't know, you should know, because I got a lot of Christian people that be praying for the demise of certain people. And I'm just like, wait a minute. Judge ye not, I know, Lord. But I'm just like, even though you don't like this particular person that is seated where they are seated, you still shouldn't be wishing negative things upon them. But anyway, yeah. I'm a yapper. But how we go from strawberries to talking about, see how the Lord will lead you? Knowledge and information. So it's 2:58, and I'm pretty much on schedule in my planner, in my daily planner. What did I put on here? Many men wish death upon me. Okay. So I said pick up shirts, run errands from 12 to 3, and then finish editing my vlog, work on the reading plan, and then do a workout. I'll probably do my workout after I film. Anyway, you guys, I will holler at you all. I might do some V-roll. I'll be making my tomato sandwich, but I do want to go ahead and get this vlog edited so I can get it exported and then import it to YouTube. So I will talk to y'all later. Bye. Alright, y'all, so I have my tomatoes already sliced and seasoned. Listen, if you don't season your tomatoes, what are you really doing? So I'm going to add some red onions to it and an avocado. But while I'm doing that, I want to make a avocado mayonnaise spread. And this is the bread that I'm using. Good Seeds organic bread. It has all the seeds. It has 5 grams of protein, 3 grams of fiber, 440 milligrams of omega-3, and 14 grams of grain. Okay, what I like to do is I like to start over with a pretty ripe avocado. And then I just turn it like this. I let the avocado really do the cutting. And then I just take the knife, pop the seed out. And because I'm going to smash this, I just literally just squeeze it out of the shell. No scoops, no nothing. And all I do is take a small fork and just mash it. You can mash it as fine as you want. I like mine just to be a little chunky. And kind of whip it around just to kind of get more of that blended. But like I said, I like mine to be a little chunky. Then these are my 2 seasonings that I always use anytime I make anything with veggies. Go from Trader Joe's. Season to your liking. I normally do about like equal parts. But I always start off a little less because plant-based is more loose than regular mayo. And that's just enough. Once I've added the mayo, I just use like a spatula kind of spoon. Taste it. Add more seasoning if you feel like it. And normally I can get like 2 sandwiches out of this spread. And if you put a little bit of lemon juice, that's what I'm missing, or lime juice. That's gonna help keep it from browning as fast. You don't need much, but you want a little. So if you do want to save some of this, make sure you put some lemon or lime juice in there. It'll help from it browning. Alright, so I see people peel the avocado. I don't. I scoop it. So I just take my spoon and literally just do like that. Flip it over. And then I'm going to thinly slice I love avocado. We're going to move that over there. Why is this even still here? Got my whole grain bread, nice and toasty. And so this is going to be the glue. Now I might be able to use all of this. We're going to see. Trying to give y'all a decent angle. See, I'm just going to just use all of it. And like I said, use as you like. Now, this is a smaller avocado. So typically, when I do the larger or the medium ones, I have a lot left. But there's no need for me to save all of this. Now, you don't have to do this, but this is just a way of you using your whole avocado, because they say you can do at least 1 avocado a day. That's what they recommend, because it has good fats, but sometimes it's too much fats. So we're going to just layer our tomatoes. And you can really do this open face, but I want more of a sandwich because this will probably be all I eat for the rest of the day. Normally, if I wasn't filming, I'd be washing dishes as I go, but I'm not. Then we just take the red onion, and I don't know why I sliced it this way. I mean, this is the end of, you know what? I'm gonna put this underneath. Because again, I like this to be my glue to keep stuff from, like, you know how you make a sandwich and stuff falls off. We're going to put the other avocado on this side. And so you can be fancy with it. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not eating it open face. But if I were to be eating it open face, you know, you can just spread it out like that. Ooh. Do something a little decorative if you wanted to. If I eat anything else tonight, I might make me a yogurt bowl. I just made some strawberry preserves out of some old strawberries and some of the fresh strawberries. Okay, and I'm just going to flip it. I like to put toothpicks in here just to keep everything together. And the only reason I didn't add any extra seasoning because I've seasoned everything to my liking. And normally I would season the raw avocados that I haven't mixed, but I forgot. So I like to slice mine in a diagonal square. Oh, look how yummy that looks. Now let's go take a bite. Okay, alright, so my video is exported. The only thing that may be an issue is I included my reel that I had created using other music. So hopefully me talking over it won't give me any copyright issues. Because listen, even though I get probably $1 for every video, I don't want nothing to keep me from getting my coins, okay? It may take me 3 months to get a check, but I still get a check. Alright, let's publish as unlisted. Close, and we will see what will happen. Y'all, I have become obsessed with watching these makeup videos, and I've really been enjoying the summer makeup editions because in the vlog that I'm uploading now that will be up on Sunday, the 6th of July, I need to know how to keep my makeup from melting. But anyway, so the sandwich is done. Don't mind my pile of stuff over here. And see, this is why if I would have put a little less mayo, it wouldn't be dripping. But I told y'all, it tastes so good. I like a messy sandwich. All right, let's pray and then we'll eat. All right. Put the plate over me. Immediately yum. I wish, but we ain't wasting no food right here. The tomato that I actually got today is a Hanover tomato. And if any of y'all are from Virginia and y'all have had a Hanover tomato, y'all already know. This is so messy. I need 2 hands. This bread isn't bad. There's a lot of grain in it. I really need my sourdough bread. It's so good. Perfect plant-based summer lunch or dinner. Served with a side salad, some chips, fruit. Perfect for lunch or dinner. And realistically, even good for breakfast. Like, this sandwich can be breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Because you got the avocados, and it's like avocado toast. And then sometimes people put tomatoes on their avocado toast. Sometimes they put eggs. So this is like a nice base to do any time of day, really. That's it for today. More than likely, since I'm eating so early, it's only 5:31. I'm more than likely I'm gonna do like probably a yogurt bowl, like a cup of the yogurt, some of the fresh strawberries, granola, and that trilogy. It's like hemp seeds, chia seeds, and flax seeds. Put some of that strawberry preserve on top. Yeah. All right, so only other thing that I need to do is now I need to work on the scripture plan. It's already up. I just need to format it so we can have the format. And y'all know after I done came on here and praised my little raggedy husband, he was talking about that's an ugly picture that I posted on Facebook, and I'm like, I be seeing some of the pictures that you posted me that I don't like, but I'm just like, I don't care, because at the end of the day, I only care about what you think. Like, I don't care if somebody else see the picture, they be like, oh, that's ugly. Like, why is y'all checking for my husband? But I took it down because he had a whole temper tantrum because he said it loud enough for me to hear him. Like, he said, oh, that's ugly. I already knew what he was talking about. If you know your spouse, you know your spouse. Then I know he heard me come in the bedroom. He was like, that's an ugly picture. Like, he said it like with aggression. I was like, well, I'll take it down. I said, I don't do you like that when you just be posting pictures of me, and I don't like it. Like, the reel that he put is one picture where we was at a wedding. I do not like that picture, but you know, certain lighting, certain hairstyles, certain makeup, certain way that the picture is taken, you're never gonna look exactly the same in the pictures. And then, like, with some phones, they already have filters built in. So I know when I take pictures and I do videos, I'm always looking different. Like, I look different now because I don't have makeup. But if you saw my video, if you watched at the end of yesterday, I had on makeup. So I should be the one that's like, that's an ugly picture, take it down. I'm the girl. That's why I tell you, my husband is extra. That's why I was like, I gotta be on his level because I'm tired of his shenanigans. But yeah. What is this black seeded? Oh. Anyway, so let me finish this sandwich because the video is uploading. Only thing that I have to do now is just reformat. Well, you know, put the reading plan in the regular format. Alicia already did the scriptures. She put them up and out so people can have them because today is day 1 of the reading plan. But I just have to do my part. Like, the one thing about, like, having friends and then you are in ministry with them or business with them and everybody's okay with playing their part. Like, nobody's like, well, I want to do this, I want to do it. Like, normally Alicia and I take turns with which scriptures that we're going to do. But my friend is so sweet. Is so considerate. She was like, look, you got 2 jobs. You don't get home till 10 o'clock. She was like, I got the scriptures. You just do the templates. And I was going to argue with her. But I said, say less. Say less, sis. Say less. So I've learned to you know what I'm saying, just be okay. A lot of people are like, no, I do it. You done did 5 of them. If she want to do them, until she says, sis, ooh, that thunder made it rattle. Until she says, sis, can you do it for me this month? Or normally, sometimes, like, sis, God lays something on my heart. She's like, all right. And then she'll just save them the scriptures that God already gave her. So, like I said, like, I thank God for Alicia. Do y'all thank God for y'all friends? Like, and you know, I know people always be like, no new friends, no. I feel like in this season, and this is not to offend anyone, she has been the best. Like, she is the best friend I have had. Like, I had one friend that I could consider my best friend that's passed away. But our relationship was different, and I was in a different season of my life. The season in my life that I'm now, I am a woman of God. I'm a wife. I'm a mother. And we just get each other. And it's a say less friendship. Get you some say less friendships. Okay? Period. All right, you guys. So I should have let y'all see how huge the watermelon was. So I have full 2 of those, and that was full, but I took that and what I think I'm gonna do is take this whole one and make juice. So this is all of the juice that I've made so far out of one of these, and it's currently straining. I'm going to press just to make sure I get all of the juice. I'm going to try to fill this up. Then I'm going to add 1 whole fresh lemon and some cinnamon to taste. I'm going to taste it, see if I like it. And then I'll come back because I might even drink a glass tonight. Why not? So, yeah, because I know even if my hubs will eat a whole thing, I just know that all of this watermelon is going to go bad if I don't do something with it. So I am juicing, first time juicing, and I'm using a NutriBullet. So I know that's not your traditional way of juicing, but you got to use what you got. Okay, you guys, so I got 4 full bottles out of that pitcher. So I don't know if it's a correct serving size you should drink, but we're going to just go ahead and do what I got to do. Now, I didn't use a juicer, so it still does have some of the graininess to it, but I strained it quite a few times, but as you can see, still little bits like with the seeds and stuff, but I'm good. I'm good. I do have, this was what was left over that couldn't fit, so I think I'm gonna make me a watermelon martini with this. I just want to see what it's gonna taste like. That's it. But yeah, so these are good. Get me through the week. I don't know what the shelf life is on this, so I'll figure out how much to drink. But if I like it, I might actually invest in getting a juicer because I've really been thinking about doing juicing, even though I have no counter space. But we're gonna see if I like it. The next 2 home purchases would be a juicer and a new desk. Definitely a new desk.